Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of RTHD, and in this episode I'm going to unbox the Amazon Fire Stick, and hopefully it will work fine. Hey guys, welcome back to RTHD. This is of course the Fire Stick. We're gonna unbox this thing. Got this actually while mom was, she brought it down for me in suitcase. So this is not the entire box. I'm sure it probably came in a brown box or something like that, and then this in it. Bought it from Amazon. Got it on a deal. I believe this was $29.99 on some special just recently, just about a few weeks ago. And it usually goes for $40 US. This is the Fire Stick with the Alexa voice remote. Let me just take off the plastic. And at first glance, it actually feels quite, it's quite heavyish. I'd say not like, not maybe like a pound, but like probably like half a pound actually. Solid. Feels like something solid in here, which is a nice touch. Ooh, they actually made this thing to hang. Okay, that's very nice. And on the left-hand side of the box, we first see what's included. We see the Amazon Fire TV Stick. This is not the HD version. This probably came out like 2 years ago, but I have finally now decided to really review this. Being a Google guy, hopefully this might change my opinion. So this comes with the Fire Stick, second generation, Alexa voice remote, second gen, and 2 AAA batteries. Now I'm wondering if there's a third gen, because I'm wondering if, I thought it was a deal when I paid $30, but really and truly they were probably selling the second gen, the older versions, and not giving me the third gens for the discount, which wouldn't be very cool, Amazon, but probably not. So let's see. It comes with a power adapter, USB cable, HDMI extender. So what more could you want for about $30 US, right? Of course, obviously everything, it says what's needed, obviously high-speed internet. These things, guys, when we become smart also means that we are hooked onto internet. We can't do anything without the internet pretty much. And it says HDTV with HDMI input. And I see things like, like little icons here. Sony, Crackle, DirecTV Now, Spotify, all things that are going to be expensive usually, but I don't plan to use them. I see on the other side, on the front, actually has some more useful information, but not much information. Just shows you things like Hulu. I haven't really used Hulu, ESPN. I use Netflix, and Food Network, etc., HBO. Not like I would actually pay for these single channels. I would rather have it in a bundle, but whatever. Prime Video. I am not a subscriber per se of Amazon stuff, so we'll see how it goes. I figure that subscriptions is how they make the money off this thing. And it comes with the Alexa remote, so that'd be nice to see, to get a first-hand view of how Alexa responds compared to how Google responds. So that's pretty much it. On the right-hand side, 1080p. So this thing handles 780p. I'm a customer that I don't really care for the 4K at this point in time. I'm sure most of YouTube is gonna like really be upset with me for saying that, but nevertheless, I see that the PlayStation View icon, that's interesting. So I'm guessing that it is compatible with the View. Paying for the View. I think View is literally too expensive. I don't understand why we cut in the cord for if it's going to be the same price as cable. Really. I mean, they need to get this off in order a little bit as well too. Just being honest. Going to hate me, guys. Hate me anyways. So I guess, I could just say these things. Alexa, Dolby Audio, quad core. That's nice. Hopefully it will have some good performance. That's what I'm interested in finding out. And Wi-Fi 802.11 AC. And at the back, tens of thousands of channels, whoop-de-doo, yeah, right. And they just make this thing look like it's so great, and you could visit websites and so forth. So it's nice that you could control that. The actual box itself has this 3D stuff, so it's actually 3D here. You can actually feel the groove here, which I thought was a nice touch. The remote as well, it's the same thing. They kind of 3D'd it, so kind of nice, kind of cool. And they say next gen voice remote controls, so basically you could just say like find comedies or play something, and it's going to play something. And they say do more with your Fire TV. Fire TV is always getting smarter with new Alexa skills. Let's see how good. I heard a lot of good reviews on Alexa, so hopefully that will be the case. So let's get to the unboxing. Now you can see this thing is actually packaged quite well. I see there's something to pull here, so I'm going to try to do that. Yep, it's nice. So it's a nice design. And you just pull that open. Ooh, I like pulling these things open. Wow. Okay, so you can tell for certain when something is unsealed or not. And I'm guessing we just have to pull this out here. Ooh. What's here? Oops, I moved the table. All right. What is here, guys? Let's see. Okay. So there's a black box. So I like the design already. Wow, quite interesting. I'm gonna put this aside, and wow. So it's like a really cool pouch. Whoever designed this, props to you. So you flip this thing open, and stuff just comes out. Wow, cool. Fire stick, nice touch. I am already immediately impressed by how they package this thing. It seems that they package this thing with a lot of thought, and I like that because it gives you a sign of what is to come to some degree. Beautiful. Black and white, but nevertheless beautiful. Just, you know, simple things on how to get set up. We'll get into that in a few minutes. Let's just unbox whatever is happening here. Where do I go? Top or bottom? Well, I guess we could probably go on the top. So this is like some sort of pouch that holds what seems, I'm guessing this would be the USB cable to power it up. So there's a nice USB cable and pretty long. Wow, this is probably like literally 4 feet. Yeah, this is long. This is longer than the charging cable that I have for the S10e. So that's nice. So we got a good size cable there. That's really good, because remember, some of these screen TVs that we're getting now, power is a bit far. The TVs themselves are quite large, and so you need a pretty fair size, you know, a fair size TV to get that going. All right, so there's something else in here. Oh, so you can actually, like, I guess you could pull this out. Oh, okay, so this is the cable extender, HDMI extender. And we'll probably use this. I think you probably will, because I'm checking the size. We'll have a look at the size of the actual device, and if we need the extender. Usually I do use the extenders when, you know, to fit to the back of the TV when there's multiple HDMI ports. You know, it takes up a lot of space. So we see how that goes. And quite interesting. Okay, so we have the adapter. I try not to burst the boxes because I find the boxes so nice. Let's see what kind of adapter. Did they give me a cheap adapter? Well, according to this, we have a 1 amp adapter. That's not bad. I would, you know, prefer 2 amps. 2 amps is always better in terms for the power draw, but it seems that maybe it will be able to handle the 1 amp, so that's kind of cool as well. So yeah, and it actually is branded Amazon, which I find that's really cool as well. So they actually make their own products fully out to the box, maybe OEM, but you know, they label it. And here I seem to see the stick. Wow, okay. So the stick itself has some weight to it. It's not really heavy, but I would say this is about 200 grams maybe. Hopefully correct. Maybe 150 to 200 grams, which is nice because the Chromecast seems to be lighter. And you know, you always feel as if something is a little bit heavier or dense, that it may have a little bit more in it. So nicely packaged, I have to say. So it's in plastic. We'll take out the plastic in a few minutes. And a quite interesting remote. This is, you know, a nice design remote, quite light. It is small, which is also nice. It's not small, that irritatingly small, perfect to fit in your hands. I think this is going to be one of my most comfortable remotes, actually, because the width is not too much, and in fact, it might actually be better to have a thin remote like this. Now, I think these things here are buttons as well, too, left, right, up, and down. So that's nice, a nice touch as well. And we see that there's the, you know, the microphone and so forth. So I'll take these things out. It's just in plastic. But what I'm interested in as well too is I'm seeing some batteries here, and I'm seeing, wow, okay. So they apparently Amazon makes their own batteries as well. There's nothing else in this cardboard, so we'll get rid of that. But yeah, Amazon seems to make their own batteries. How cool is that? Amazon Basics. AAA. So I have a lot of AAA batteries, so that's nice. Nice touch. And we'll have to probably see how long these Amazon batteries will actually last. I'm hoping that they, you know, they last for a fairly decent time. I'm not expecting the world out of these batteries since they were free, but nevertheless, that's pretty much what you get in the box. And of course, how to set it up, which we should probably go through before I actually do. And in this video, I'll actually set it up where you'll actually see the TV, and we'll go through the setup as well. But what we see here is, of course, it explains that there's a micro USB port to the side, which it does have. You could probably, you know, I could probably unstick this now. So obviously it has to get power, and to get the power, obviously you need the USB. Now you could actually connect this thing up, I am sure, to those smart TVs that already have USB ports. Usually, I hope this might be able to work with the Google or something where you could power it on with HDMI CEC, and in that case you would probably want to have the USB cable connected directly to the power, so that even though the TV is on, this could switch. You could use this to actually switch it on using HDMI CEC. If you don't know what HDMI CEC is, check out my other video, I explain what HDMI CAC does. CEC, it basically switches on the TV. This sends a signal through the HDMI port to tell it to switch on and to switch off. So yeah, this little port is at the side. I think I'm not too sure why they put it to the side. I think maybe it would have been better either at the bottom, because if you plug this thing, some ports are actually underneath the TV and you have to plug it in that way. And then if you have multiple pieces together, then plugging it here, you know, would jam onto some other HDMI port. So just something to think about. They could have done it maybe somewhere else. I think at the bottom might have been better, but you know, it's not really a big deal, just looking at it from an engineering point of view. And let's get the remote out one time. I like to keep packaging, I have no idea why. All right, and so there's this little plastic thing which I'll keep on, and let's see what's going on here. Oh, so the whole thing literally, oh, check this out. So I thought it would have been double, but it's smarter that I guess they did it this way. And whoa, check this, interesting spring. You know, normally it used to be like a literal spring. They actually have like it's a nudge, a knob. That's kind of cool. So we'll put in the batteries afterwards, but let's get into this little procedure here. So they're saying basically we plug in this, use the extender where possible, plug this into the back of the TV, plug the USB cable, the micro USB part into the Amazon stick, and then the other part into either using the USB power that you have on your TV, or just plugging this in with here and using it as external power. And that is pretty much what you do here. So connect your Amazon Fire Stick, you do that, you power up with the remote, so you switch it on with the remote, and there's all the explanations here, the LED indicators and so forth. So there is a little LED indicator, and I guess when you press the button, it's going to light up the LED indicator. There's the voice button, which I believe you just press down and hold the voice, and then you talk into it. I'm looking for the microphone spot, but I'm not seeing a microphone spot. So wherever they put that little microphone hole, if they did a really, really good job. You can't actually see it, which is quite cool. They're saying this is the select buttons here, and back button, home button, etc., menu button. I think everybody should know what that is. Rewind, fast forward and play, and it seems to have volume up and down, which is nice. So I think we probably got the proper gen that controls volume up and down and mute. So beautiful, a beautiful remote that does exactly what it is supposed to do. I would definitely say that. All right, so you power up with the remote, complete the on-screen setup, and register your Fire Stick. And the rest is basically remote pairing and so forth to control the remote pairing and so forth. Some battery information, FCC compliance, which is nice. And that is pretty much what the Fire Stick is. Hopefully it's going to be a lot better than the Chromecast. We'll see as we go into the other parts of the video.